If you're someone who has never asked help and has spent all your life being independent, but showing up for your friends, showing up for your family, solving the problems for others, but when it comes to your own needs, you never let yourself, allow yourself, give permission for yourself to ask help, this video is for you. If you never gave permission to yourself to ask help, I want to discuss about how changing your mindset from hyper independence to leaning in can help you reach your goals better. I grew up being super hyper independent all my life, and that changed once I moved to US to pursue my masters, where I met people who are in tuned, or let's say my people, my tribe, my community, who actually changed the way that I used to think about being independent or being hyper independent. A lot of the times, hyper independent is sold to you like a commodity for you to become a superwoman. So what happens suddenly? You are giving your time, energy, money to everybody else, being a support, being a pillar to people around you. But when it comes to your own needs, whether it's emotional, mental, or financial, you always question yourself whether, am I worth it? Do I need to ask help? And this might be stopping you from actually reaching your goals sooner, whatever that goals might look like, external to you or internal to you. We need to start leaning in and asking help from the community. When I say community, when I'm telling you to ask help, I'm not specifically saying your caregivers or your family or someone from your close circle that might have a lot of challenges attached to it. I'm aware of it. But what I'm talking about is women friendships, creating sisterhood circles for yourself, building friendships beyond your community, beyond your country, beyond nationalities, and exchanging stories and learning skills from each other. There are so many ways now because online spaces have opened up. There is no restriction for you to actually build a community in your city. And if you find yourself that you're the only girl, only woman thinking like this, and the people around me are not the same, they don't think about the goals that you have. They don't enjoy the same activities that you do. We grew up in all of the communities, and as a woman, we know that sometimes it's very restrictive because the communities that we were born to might not be the right one for us or to support us. That's completely okay. This video is about where you are born, to what circumstances, and what layers of the communities or the relationships that you had growing up doesn't matter, because you have to take responsibility to find a community, to find people who actually become cheerleaders for you. And life gets so much better when you actually find these people. It certainly did for me. So if you're thinking that, you are fighting for equality, or you're fighting for some dream, and you have a rule, or someone has told you that, if you have to do it, you have to do it on your own, I'm not going to get my support, and you feel like every day you're feeling like you're getting more and more isolated, and you feel alone, not lonely, but alone in life, I want you to stop and start thinking yourself as a human. So human needs community. Human needs connection. Human needs other humans to get excited about your dreams. We need other people bet on ourselves, push ourselves, encourage ourselves, or just be there, or create safe space. These are all very human needs that we have stripped ourselves of. But when it comes to someone else getting this, accessing those gifts from us, we are ready to give it away. So being an hyper independent girl, when I'm saying I'm not saying don't be self-reliant. Obviously you need to be. Thinking about asking for help, asking for opinions, just having conversation with someone, to have someone that you can, when you feel like there's a doubt, there's something that you're going through, just asking that help. And when I was actually thinking about this video, I just realized that everybody in the world has some kind of community help or support other than single women. We don't. Building connections and investing in relationships that are good for you, that are good for nervous system, is a hack in itself. This is taken away from us deliberately, so that you're always feeling like you're ready to give it to everybody around you. You become this problem solver. Who is benefiting from it? Everybody but you. So if you have ever felt like, as a woman, you need to do everything by yourself, you need to show up, you need to prove yourself that you're worthy of your dreams, worthy of that job, worthy of that project, worthy of that promotion, I'm here to tell you that's not true. You don't have to do anything extra just because you're asking to be respected, you as an employee, as a human, for your creativity. So when it feels, I know how it feels, but I want you to lean in. Know that if you're someone who has hard time moving away from the communities which feels like small, and you think that there is, you can't do it and you have to be involved somehow, I want you to really cut that cord of the people that don't actually encourage and don't get excited on your dreams. They don't deserve to be in your life. Ask yourself, if someone comes and shares something with you, if they have some trouble, if they need help, if they need any advice, would you be not be excited to share, to help, to encourage them? So why do you think you don't deserve the same kind of response from other people? So people, if they're reaffirming some of your doubts or reaffirming some of your thoughts which are not yours, I beg you to cut the cord and move away. We have one life. We cannot be spending time with people who don't believe in us and who can't encourage us, who are not cheerleader for us, who doesn't feel like safety for us. When you have bigger dreams, bigger goals, you need to feel safe in your body as a human with other people to kind of chase that goal. And a lot of the women get stuck here because you're isolating yourself, you're being a victim of the community, of the societal conditions, structures. There are 100 reasons to feel like a victim. But I need you to take self-responsibility and see how you can fuel yourself as a human. What are your needs? How can you gain some help? Be smart about it. If you are someone who is trying to build a business, you have to get help in getting someone to invest in you, getting capital, right? You're not going to build business with no capital. And I know that a lot of you think like that. A lot of women are made to think like that. Men are not thinking about independence as something that they have to gain. They don't even think about it. They always lean in. One man will take probably a village for him to be successful in the world. That's fine. But you need to normalize the same things. As human, we need help. If you're born with no support, if you have community that don't support your growth, your personal growth, your spiritual growth, don't be victim to it. See how you can get out of it and make an exit plan and get people who can help you, support you, and make you do that thing sooner than later. I actually experienced this when I went to US, when I was working in LA. The women in my company, I think they hardly known me like for a few months, they threw me a bachelorette party, right? The most exciting, the most surprised I was for this party. All of them did an Indian themed bachelor party where I got to witness some of the most magical moments, and this is still a core memory of mine. They gave me letters, they gave me gifts, they gave me so much of love. I still remember the moment when I was receiving it. It's not about how grand and how it felt as the material things of it, but you understand, it was a gesture. And I think for the first time in my life, I actually received something like that, and that changed, that love, that care, they were fully seeing me, supporting me for who I am, and these random unknown people, that changed something in me. That love transformed me into something so expansive and bigger. I went on to do amazing things at the company. I had back-to-back promotions. I headed like projects around like 4 locations. I was like the top employee of the company, and I think that connection, that people showed up for me, I had the support. They were cheerleaders for the person who I am and my ability and my qualities as a woman. That changed something in me, and that pushed me to my potential, which in fact, being in that potential expansiveness actually helped me quit a corporate job, 9-to-5 job, to pursue something bigger than that is aligned with me. And when I was actually thinking about this story, it probably started, the ripple effect, the butterfly effect started from that incident. First time I ever felt or received, this could be like encouragement or celebration or whatever this might feel like for you, that changes humans. That changes you. Something inside of you changes, and you should give yourself permission. You should allow yourself to receive love, care, encouragement from people around you. And if you don't have currently, it's your responsibility to be in places, go to the events, network, and find those people. It's your responsibility, right? It feels amazing when we do something independently, like solo. The story is intoxicating, right? It was for me. I did so much in my life. All the achievements came from my own effort when nobody was there to support, or I didn't have like community in India. But I think when I moved away from this environment, because I didn't want it to be here, the dream life that I was thinking about, I was planning, was not gonna come into existence here, the world opened up for me. The community, the people, the women that came through really supported and really helped to just witness. And sometimes when I'm saying hyper independence, when I'm asking for help, it could be as simple as a call. It could be as simple as, hey, I don't want to cook today. Can you cook for me? Because you think women don't even ask that. Women don't even like, hey, can you come over? I just need to, I have a brilliant idea and I want to run by you and get advice, whether it's cool. It's simplest things, simplest. We're not talking about this really but you should apply to any extent that you want. I'm telling this is the simplest things because we need to start somewhere. Then it can go to any extent that you want, the support that you have. You need to really grab that like a magnet, become magnet for help, for support, for encouragement. People around you always cheering you on. This is what we need to learn in 2026. The feminism, the gender equality, everything is steering us away from our own innate abilities to create the life we want. Don't get into this. Don't fight where you know you're going to lose. Pivot, change. And again, be smart. Utilize the resources. Ask for help. Become like a magnet, as I said, to the opportunities, to the support. Imagine people are waiting for you to open that business, do a podcast, or write a book, whatever it might be. So think, because nobody is doing that alone anyway. Nobody in this world, self-made, is a joke. You know that going forward, again, audit the people that are there around you and see who needs to stay, who needs to go, and explicitly communicate when you need help, when you need support. Humans, friendships, and relationships exist because we are here to support each other. Our life surrounds this, and especially for women, having a community, having a sisterhood, having people to cheer you on is going to open so many different doors for you internally, creatively, spiritually. So if you don't have currently, go find, because you don't have any excuse now. When I did what I did to find people, we didn't even have social media. But you need to be ready. Ask universe, ask your God, I am ready. Send me people who will support my journey. That's it. It's as simple as that. Don't have to really go chasing or trying to hold on to something, hold on to people who are not ready to share, their gifts or their presence, and their resources with you. You need people who can do that for you, what you actually bring it to the table to other people. Thank you for joining. This is an important topic to me because I've gone through this journey. And if you're someone who is struggling with this, I really want you to take this as a permission to get support. Don't isolate yourself. Go have fun with people who love you. It's going to change your life. It definitely changed mine. I'll see you soon next week. Ta-ta.